Hey there, looking for a throwback high school drama packed with soon-to-be famous faces? Check out Class from 1983, a coming-of-age flick with Rob Lowe, John Cusack, and Andrew McCarthy, all before they were huge. So what's it about? Heads up, spoilers below. Jonathan, played by Andrew McCarthy in his first ever movie role, is this regular guy from a not-so-rich family who gets a scholarship to a super fancy all-boys prep school. His roommate, Skip, Rob Lowe, is the classic rich kid with connections type and takes Jonathan under his wing, helping him out with, well, basically everything, especially girls. Jonathan meets Ellen, Jacqueline Bisset, while he's out in Chicago trying to live it up. She's older, super attractive, and sparks fly between them right away. They end up having a thing. But then Jonathan finds out, plot twist, Ellen is actually Skip's mom. Awkward, right? That totally messes up his friendship with Skip. On top of all that drama, there's another side plot about a cheating scandal at the school with some stolen SAT tests. So yeah, lots going on. By the end, everyone has to figure out if their relationships can survive all these secrets and twists. Let's talk cast. You've got Jacqueline Bisset as Ellen, the mum, Rob Lowe as Skip, and Andrew McCarthy making his debut as Jonathan. Cliff Robertson pops up as Mr. Burrows, and Stuart Margolin is Balaban. Plus, if you're eagle-eyed, you'll spot early appearances from John Cusack, Virginia Madsen, Alan Ruck, and Lolita Davidovich. The movie was actually filmed in Illinois, mostly at Lake Forest College, with a few scenes shot in New York City. They started rolling cameras in late September 1982 and wrapped in about 50 days. It landed in theaters in the summer of '83 thanks to Orion Pictures. Reviews? Well, critics weren't exactly wowed. It's hanging out with about a 29% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Roger Ebert called it uncomfortable and wasn't sure if it was trying to be funny or serious. Vincent Canby basically said the same thing. The movie can't decide what it wants to be, romantic drama or light comedy. So what's it actually about under the surface? At its heart, it's about friendship, loyalty, and how much those things get tested, especially when friends end up in the weirdest situations. There's a big mix of class differences too, since Jonathan is the scholarship kid and Skip is loaded, so you see how that plays out in their world. And of course, there's the whole coming-of-age thing, Jonathan figuring out who he is, dealing with the fallout of actions he never saw coming. Critics thought it tried to juggle too much, affairs, betrayal, embarrassment, responsibility, and didn't always stick the landing between comedy and real feelings. Still, Class is a cool watch if you're into 80s movies, especially because it's packed with early performances from people who'd soon be huge. Andrew McCarthy, John Cusack, Virginia Madsen, Alan Ruck, Lolita Davidovich, they all pop up here. It's sometimes tossed into Brat Pack conversations, even if it's not always official. While it wasn't a critical darling, it ended up making a decent profit. Want more 80s movie nostalgia deep dives? Subscribe to Movies of the 80s and let's keep the retro vibes going.